No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Gamecocks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a man. It's Manning. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Texas.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll go back to the air on second down. It's complete to the left. Turns it on in midfield. Ripping through the defense. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Off the play fake on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
You want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Line getting set on second down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Manning. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return as they... up in business.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
They'll go to the ground, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Bennett. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Nolan. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Baxter. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Makes the grab, it's Baxter. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Got him downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside of the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They just keep firing. Big fella moving. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to go up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Back to pass, it's Lacy. Big guy smells it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that 1st quarter. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So now to start the 2nd quarter, they'll line up and try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
South Carolina offense is back on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making... There he goes! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And the Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Nolan. Steps away. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot. He gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Snap it to the back. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On fourth down, looking to pass. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
A running back has it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Baxter. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Texas.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Dropping back, it's Lacy. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Turning it on. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Texas! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Alabama is on the short side of things right now, but like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Florida. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Handoff to the single back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Give to the running back. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The give to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Lacey. Got it set up on the outside. Lowers those pads. Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Grove. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. starts a drive trying to go up top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Nolan. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to... points in the second half. They've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A quick timeout called by the kicking team here.
Timeout, South Carolina.
And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the returner will be dragged down.
And the Texas offense will take over. 1st and 10.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Leaves it with the running back. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
South Carolina, 0.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Dampier. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down, let's see what this is about. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
That keeps the score. Texas 14, South Carolina 0.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Running through contact. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Right back to the well. Across the 25, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Run in the red zone, it's Terry. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Lacy. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this offense, man, they talked about it coming out of half. They wanted to get their guy into a rhythm. To do that, man, you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a better job of protecting him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone, the field starts to shrink. They really struggle to try to find a play to get someone over.
The field goal is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
After getting 4 sacks last game, this defense really is trying to create an identity as being one of the better pass rushing units in the entire country. Haven't really seen that, though, in this game so far until that last play. And let's see how that affects the rest of this game.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll run it from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Lacy. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Man, this has got to be so frustrating because you're running out of time. You're running out of possessions. You got to get the ball back to your offense. But, man, this QB just makes a great play. He runs around, scrambles, gets a first down. So frustrating.
Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Motion from the wideout. They've been running it, but now the pass. Under fire. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Quick pass on the fly motion. There he goes. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw, it's Lacy. They'll run the screen. Next going for the goal line. Touchdown, Texans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Fakes the grab on the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. No huddle here for the offense.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
And the Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They'll try to snap it quickly. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback moving. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. So now it's 2nd and long. Unloads quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, put points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. You need an onside. You need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances, they are running the...
Turning it on! He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.